it's Liz Yuille from Old Stables Crafts. Thank you very much for joining me again today. Today I have a slightly different project for you in that it is planned in my head but I haven't made it. But it's for the Current Inspire Create Challenge which is challenge number 26. I cannot believe we are on number 26 already. This is the sketch that we're working from, and it's a jumping off point. The thing with sketches is that you don't have to follow them absolutely to the letter. So I am going to sort of ignore the fact that that's a heart, but only a little. And I apologise, the sun's just decided it's come out. So let's see if I can get rid of some of those shadows. Isn't it always the way? Just as I start filming. Don't get me wrong, it's been a fairly miserable week. So a bit of sunshine is not something I'm going to complain about. But there we go. That's a bit better. Right, you can guarantee the sun will now go in. Anyhow, so let's get started. As I say, this is the basic sketch. These lines should extend, but my printer decided it wasn't going to. But bear that in mind. So it's a very simple sketch. So I am starting with, I've cut a few bits in preparation. I'm going to be working on, and I thought I had got one sorted. There we are. A Whisper White thick standard A6 card. I have got a piece of ordinary Whisper White, which I've cut at more than, well, it's about 6 1/4 inches, but that's a fairly arbitrary length, and it's 3 5/8. So my normal sizes are 5 5/8 by 3 7/8. So it's slightly narrower and slightly longer because I need it to go off the edge of the card, because if we look at the sketch, this is the top of the card, and then there are these two bits down the side and the bottom of the card, so it needs to be straight in the middle. So I'm going to use the new, and it's now live, Wishing You Well stamp set. This is from the new catalogue, the Autumn Winter catalogue. I love this stamp set. It's one of the distinct stamps, so it's sort of dotty, and it's gorgeous. So on the basis that the sketch has everything at the top, I'm going to stamp towards the top. I'm using 2 ink pads, Blushing Bride and Pear Pizzazz, because obviously with the pink glimmer, rose I think we call it now, don't we, glimmer paper, I decided to embrace the pink. So I've got the bunch, for want of a better word, mounted up on a D block, and I'm going to stamp that as near to the middle as my eye will allow me, and there we go, and it does it all for you. It's brilliant. It's almost foolproof. I'm sure we'll discover that it's not foolproof, because after all I am using it. So let me just check yes, that is long enough. While I've got the Pear Pizzazz out, I've got a scrap of Whisper White here, and on my little G block I've got the Wishing You Well mounted up, and I'm just going to stamp that, and then I'll punch that out with the classic label punch in a moment, but we'll close that, and of course the sun has now gone in. Hey ho. Blushing Bride. Now I've got the florals, which are these, which are not the distinct style. They are just florals. So, actually I'm going to, pause. I'm going to do the bow first, which I've got on a C block, because I can't decide whether I actually want the florals. Hum, I think is the word I'm looking for. I'm not sure that I do. See, if this was a Facebook Live, I could ask you whether you thought I needed florals. that's going to come across there. No, I think I do. I think I do. You're probably all going, no, don't do it, Liz. But I'm going to. Yeah, no, I like that. I might do a double stamp, just so that we've got some in the background. Yeah, no, I'm pleased with that. Right, okay. So we're very close to it actually being done. So first things first, let's punch out our Wishing You Well, which fits beautifully into the classic label punch, which is one of my all-time favourite punches. Get rid of inky blocks so that I don't lean all over them. Right, okay, so I've deliberately cut this long, so what I'm going to do is I'll probably actually stick the stick these on first, because then I can line everything up against them. Now, have I? Yes, so if I run this down the edge of the card, let me find that ruler. So I'm going to add some tear and tape slightly in from the edge, and then just with a straight edge tear that, and then do the same again over this side. And the only reason I'm coming in slightly from the edge is so that I know that I'm going to cover up the edge, because there's nothing worse than a bit of adhesive sticking out. But I want to use the tear and tape because it's just that little bit stickier than snail, and for the sake of speed, my lovely bent piercing tool. I do actually have a new one, and I've got my Take Your Pick. I'm going to do this in the air simply so that I can see the edge. Right, that's one piece, and then take off the other strip and pop on the other piece. There we go. And I'm going to leave all the cutting of bits down to the last minute. Right, so some snail just to fill in the gaps, because obviously there will be some adhesive from the edge. And then, if my maths has been right, yes. Oh, so the glimmer paper is 1/4 inch, and so 1/2 inch plus 3 5/8 is the width of your card. Hurrah! Love it when maths comes together. I had a complete panic there that I'd stuck it on wrong. Right, okay. So I'm just going to trim from the back. I can then use the edge of my card, as in the bottom edge of my card, as the guide for cutting. And that way you get a really nice straight edge. So the only other thing we need to do is pop this on, which, I'm going to pop here, I think. Yeah. Right, so dimensional. And I'm going to use a bit of edge. And dimensional actually sticks quite nicely to glimmer paper. So, not that we're going to be terribly close to the glimmer paper, but I think there. Yeah, there. Wishing you well. And that's that. So really quick, really easy. Gosh, under 10 minutes, which for me is miraculous. So there we go. That is the inspiration, and this is my version. So you can see where I got my inspiration from, but it's my twist on it. Really clean and simple. So love the Wishing You Well stamp set. Sentiments are sending you our thoughts and prayers, season's greetings, wishing you well, and just a note. So it's not just for Christmas, it's not just for Thanksgiving, it's a general set. and of course you can change up the colours and you'll get a completely different look. So, as I say, really quick, really easy, really simple. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give a thumbs up. If you don't already subscribe, it's the bottom right hand corner. There's a little subscribe button. If you want any of the details, hop over to my blog, which is linked immediately below. All my social media is the link below that, which is my online store, Facebook, my Crafty Hangout, which is a general Facebook group that anyone can join. If you don't already have your autumn-winter catalogue, and you don't work with a demonstrator already, if you're in the UK, do please fill in the catalogue request form, which is over on my blog under catalogues. You'll find there's a catalogue request form there. Just fill in the details and I will get one out to you. And if you don't have an annual catalogue yet, let me know and I can send you both at the same time. Thank you very much indeed for watching. And actually, do you know, I want to add some pearls. I've just had a look and I want to add some pearls, so I'm going to. You know, there's those moments when, let me find my take a pic, when you just kind of go, it's just not blingy enough, and now is one of those moments. So let's add some bling. Whoops. I just want a little bit of, you know, something. So if you hung on to the end, well done, because you're going to see the finished card, as opposed to not quite. This is because I didn't plan it, you see. Had I planned it, I would have known. So I could just a couple more. Oops, I keep dropping them. A couple more of that size, and one up there, and then a larger one just on the knot of the bow. That's better. Isn't it amazing what a few pearls will do? Right, happy now. So let's just take a closer look. Can you see it just adds a little bit of something? Of course, now that the sun's gone in, it's a bit dark. Anyway, thank you very much indeed for watching to the bitter end, and I look forward to seeing you very soon. Bye!